The idea of self-improvement doesn't empower women. Welcome to the Living Deliciously Chronicles, where I read you the articles I write on the other app so you don't miss a drop of the deliciousness. The self-improvement industry loves to keep women in the mindset of being unfinished projects. There is always something to fix, whether that's your body, mindset, morning routine, productivity, boundaries, or even your trauma. There is always another book, protocol, product, or another thing that promises to turn you into the kind of woman who finally has her life together. But most of this advice is coming from a colonial capitalist patriarchal lens that sees human beings as machines to optimize and whitewash. The goal being to make you more compliant and keep you in a position where you're easy to sell to. They want you to think that something is wrong with you because they want to sell you the solution. They don't ever want you to feel complete in yourself because then they've lost a customer. When you look at it more closely, a lot of what self-improvement is just self-surveillance. To be someone who can claim that they're healthy and successful through a colonial patriarchal lens, you track your habits, control your thoughts, push through discomfort, be grateful, calm, and endlessly productive. A lot of this pressure is seen as empowerment, which makes it harder to question. The girl boss archetype has taught us that exhaustion is a sign of discipline and that waking up earlier and pushing harder will fix the exhaustion you're feeling. Who cares if you're tired? Look at the work you're doing. If something in your life feels off, the answer is to find something else to improve about yourself. It's always our individual fault. Rarely do we ask whether the conditions we're living in are the actual problem. The cost of living is ridiculous. Communities and entire populations of people are under strain. The earth is under strain. Of course women are tired. Of course something in you resists another cycle of self-improvement. There's nothing radical about turning yourself into a more efficient cog in the machine. What is radical is listening to the part of you that knows something about the wellness and self-improvement industry is off. The problem is that we have been taught to adapt to conditions that are making us unwell. There's nothing wrong with you because you don't wake up at 5 a.m. or walk 10k steps a day or work 18-hour days. There is something wrong, however, with the system that leaves people who work full-time jobs without the means to pay their bills. That's not an individual flaw. The fact that people even have to work so they can get their basic needs met is ridiculous, but that's a discussion for another time. If you take anything from this, let it be that you start paying attention to what actually supports your well-being. You don't need to optimize every part of your life. Rest when you're tired. Move your body because it feels good. Spend time with people who make you feel like yourself. Don't idolize people who work themselves into the ground. Push back against the ideals that make you even think you need fixing in the first place. Most of us just need to give ourselves the space to flourish. There's nothing about you that needs to be fixed. Allow yourself to have the audacity to live deliciously.